Hello, my name is King Rex, and despite my appearance, I am not a bear. I'm a human being just like you. However, there are people out there who see themselves as bears, an animal, and see everyone else around them as animals as well. They are the predator, and the others are prey, subjected to the whim of their appetite. Hunting down prey takes up a lot of energy, and so many predators are territorial. They enjoy predictability. And so, when one predator encroaches on another's territory, conflict is sure to follow. And this conflict is at the center of Patrick Horvath's Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees. Beneath the Trees primarily centers on the town of Woodbrook, a peaceful little place resembling the aesthetic of Richard Scarry with its bustling city of friendly animal characters. Samantha Strong is one of these citizens, a hardware store owning bear and a friend to the community. However, Sam has a secret desire, one she only indulges in on trips to the city. Sam is a serial killer, methodical, calculating, cautious, and cold. She has a golden rule: keep the world separate, maintain your peaceful life in Woodbrook, and enjoy your meals in the city. But this peace is ruptured by a boisterous murder, displayed like a macabre art piece during the Woodbrook parade. There's another predator afoot in Sam's territory, one not following the rule. One whose glory-seeking could draw attention to Sam's own misdeeds. And so, a new kind of hunt begins. As Sam investigates, sneaking through the lives of Woodbrook, she discovers that behind the idyllic mask lies secrets and suffering. A high school mean queen who never grew up, a grieving widow coping with a mannequin in her bed, and a disturbed man looking for a real connection. This is Nigel, son of a close friend to Sam, who came back to Woodbrook to take care of his sickly mother. He found the cheery town sickening, suffocating, phony, but he saw something different in Sam. Stalking her to the city, Nigel discovered Sam on one of her hunts. His elaborate kills are a ploy to prove himself worthy of a partnership with Sam. But Nigel has made a grave misjudgment. Sam doesn't hunt for fun, not for glory, not for connection. She doesn't care for any of those things. Nigel is a killer, but Sam is a predator. Predators hunt for food, for survival, a need, not a want. Sam has put a lot of work into keeping her hunts and homes separate, maintaining a stable and predictable ecosystem. And Nigel is mucking it all up. A bored kid playing at something he doesn't understand. "Oh, Sam, you startled me." I love that feeling. Like most young and emotional people, Nigel doesn't take well to rejection. He digs up evidence of Sam's crimes, surgically dismembered body parts shoved in cans of paint, and frames her for a fresh kill. Now a wanted bear, Sam flees Woodbrook for the city, a dreary place that swallows people whole, which Sam is hoping for. But, wanted by the police and plagued by ghosts of the past, Sam finds nowhere to run. Except for the trees, the reliable scene of Sam's crimes. There, she encounters a bear, a genuine bear, one feeding on a deer carcass. Until a second bear comes along to challenge for the right to eat. They battle. One earns their meal, while the other slinks away hungry. So it's here we have to point out what's been alluded to through the whole story. Sam is not a bear. In fact, I don't think any of our anthropomorphic cast are actual animals. We see normal animals. There are pet dogs, birds, and bears. The world we see is the world according to Sam, a world where humans aren't much different from animals. And you might notice a difference between Sam and her neighbors. They're cats, turtles, goats, dogs, pigs. Sure, some of those animals hunt and do eat meat, but Sam is a bear, a large predatory animal, something on another level. And in her neighborhood, you don't see any others. No wolves, cougars, or lions. Sam is the apex predator, and she's not going to let some little mouse overcome her. Sam parks her truck in her driveway, and Nigel takes the bait. Entering the house, a devastated Nigel finds his mother dead, her throat slashed open. This moment of emotional compromise lets Sam inject him with a poison to shut down his nervous system. She'll reverse Nigel's trick, framing him for his own mother's death, revealing him as the Woodbrook killer, killing Nigel in self-defense, and clearing her own name. She knew you know, and she still loved you. I never cared for things like that. And so, Sam completes her hunt. Life in Woodbrook returns to normal, and Sam is free to hunt again. Beneath the Trees clearly pulls from franchises like Dexter, Hannibal, or The Talented Mr. Ripley. Killers are put in the starring role, giving us an insight to their thought process, and usually pairing them against others of their kind. But where Sam is unique is that there's no attempt to justify or glorify her kills. They're presented in a painfully banal manner that produce a sense of dread more than Nigel's flashy splatfest. They're soulless, flat, more of a chore than anything else. Nigel wanted to live to eat. Sam eats to live. And it's that emotional core that dooms Nigel and allows Sam to continue on. In this way, Beneath the Trees speaks more to the movies of David Lynch. How beneath the mask of civility lies the hidden darkness that lives alongside it. Bad things don't happen on ordinary days. Well, any day can be ordinary, until it isn't. When we think of the most prolific serial killers, we think of Jeffrey Dahmer the cannibal, who lured queer men to his den of death. Ed Gein, who made suits of skin. But despite their legendary status, we only know them because they got caught. The goal of any serial killer is to continue killing for the rest of their lives. You could in a way say Gein and Dahmer failed. What about the ones who don't get caught? There are so many unsolved murders out there. Unjustified corpses, disappearances, all without explanation. And behind them, somewhere, is a Samantha Strong. Shopping for groceries, raising families, attending parades, and cutting up bodies beneath the trees where nobody sees.